This is entitled, Don't Forget to Pronounce the Black. Poetry for me is just a self-taught lesson. It is calluses of expression words formed deep underneath my black skin. These words emanate off my black self. They breathe life into my black work. Does that bother you? My emboldening of the word black. 5 letters stacked, stomped, and strung together. It only creates a word. Stacked on top, stomped on, strung up, yet it only creates a word. Do we create the black? Is it we who bind the definition? Is there an anthropological lesson I am not seeing? Is it because my eyes are burning from the blood splatter on that burlap sack? Is that the blood that is the ink that they fashioned those 5 letters in? Is that the English lesson removed from the curriculum? No, there's simply a misunderstanding. We must only celebrate the roots springing from the volcanic ash. But shall we forget that the volcano erupted? If there was evolution, is there not somewhere where we started? If we remember our roots deep in the garden and take shade under the trees plowed by their revolution, if we cultivate the land we have inherited and struggle with the weeds of inequality, if we taste the fine fruits of all our efforts, the orange art of Jean-Michel Basquiat, the sweet cocoa Nobel words of Toni Morrison, the garnish of Rosemary Brown's influence in our shoe, shall we not speak the B-L-A-C-K in pride? Shall we not pin it to our bodies and pronounce it deep into the definition of our identity? Where should the shame exist for it? Here? Shall we soften the B, write it in italics? Maybe I shouldn't talk about Black history as a Black woman with Black ancestry. Maybe I should find something more niche. For some reason, these 5 letters erupt anxiety in speech. Every consonant and vowel spread across my tongue, bent and contorted to feel the round head of the B, the tall limbs of the L, the flat feet of the K. I have so many questions in this lesson, and only now do I start raising my hands about language. Is it the language of our people glistening off those letters? Is it the letters themselves? For they colonized us into creation of our own. While we appreciate the bully's force of originality, the subjugating language peeled back and smudged all over me, I still stand 10 toes down behind its non-necessity. You see, now we celebrate a hybridity. Shortened words and parts of your speech. My mommy now says to me, grab the dog, time to eat. Yet you still find it unnecessary to speak, unprofessionally, uncouth, unneat in the borders of your 2x3 corporate suite, but I still see value in shortening parts of your speech. You see, I know you didn't know when you took my great-granny from the north, his from the south, theirs and hers from east and west, you didn't know they would speak differently. That parts of their speech were mismatched puzzle pieces that lacked the fixture of fitting in the in-between. See, on those rough waters piled like sardines, they might have all been Black, stripped of their right to speak back, but the threads of their words were different. From the Senegal River in northern Africa to Angola in the south, they sewed their letters with different threads. One caught from the cotton fields they would slave in, one embroidered in the silk from the master's linens. On that long passage in the middle, after only some toes felt the scalding sound on the docks of the colonies, and only some eyes saw the place that Almina promised when she said you were at the point of no return, they had to all become the tailors and the seamstresses, prick their fingers through trial and error to sew their languages together. They created a new fabric. Today we call it a dialect. Some call it African American vernacular English, Black vernacular English, Black language, spoken soul, Black street speech, Black flow speech, Black language. But don't forget to pronounce the Black. Pronounce it and let every letter ring like the strum of the guitar string. Hear the Black in the blues music. Play the Black in the baritone's valve. Feel the calluses on the feet of the Black ballerinas and the dedication in the hands of the Black artists. See the resistance in the poetry of the Black youth. Be the blackest Black you have ever been. Reclaim the beauty that grows from out of the word, the culture that seeps from the pipes of the history, overflowing into the genes littered in our blood cells, beautifully displayed from flat feet to skull peaks. I said, poetry to me is a self-taught lesson, through which is a kind of reflection, where the forebearers give to the continuers their dreams. It's through lessons that we learn their speech. It is through their speech we learn the traditions to keep. It is through the traditions that we celebrate what it means to be Black. Speak the word in pride. Spell each letter in pronunciation. Behold the black breath of my ancestors resting inside my vocal cords. Lift the languages they stitched together in the dark of the Middle Passage. Acknowledge the accents of the ancestors still echoing through my tongue. See the centuries of culture curled carefully inside every consonant. Keep the kingdom of our kin alive each time you pronounce the black. Don't let the word black bother you. Live your life in grasp of every opportunity, your name stamped on every accomplishment, your hips wide in your cultural dress. Be a black student, be a black thinker, be a black scholar, be a black dreamer. Just don't forget to pronounce the black. Thank you.
Wow.
That was applause.
That was fantastic. They gave her a standing ovation when she did